Hello, 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 and welcome to a brand new FM24 series, Glory Hunter. Now, this sort of series has been made famous by Dr. Benji FM. You know who Dr. Benji is if you follow Football Manager on YouTube. And we are going to take a little bit of creative idea from Omega Luke, who also does massive rebuilds on his channel. Make sure you go and follow him if you haven't already. Him and his dad, the rebuilds, the verses, it's unbelievable. Make sure you go over there and check him out. So we all know what the Glory Hunter challenge is. It's winning 5 leagues from Spain, Italy, France, Germany, and England. Also, you've got to win the 5 major cups in those leagues as well. Plus, you've got a Champions League, Europa League, and we're going to add the Europa Conference League. So there's another 3 trophies to win in 20 seasons whilst building a squad. Now, I haven't got time to play all 20 seasons. So what we're going to do, we're going to simulate the season and come back at the end of each season, seeing how we're done. See if my team that I'm building is good enough to win the league, win the cup, qualify for Europe, win one of the trophies in Europe. And if that's the case, done. We're out of there. We're resigning. We're going to the next club in a different league. If we've got to come back to a country to finish off that league, so be it. So, without further ado, this is the team that we are going to start with. Badges and qualifications don't matter. It's all about getting a team that's not too big, not a Man City or Barcelona or Real Madrid. That's a very, very easy start. We want to start with a team that I can rebuild a little bit around, challenge for the league, challenge for the cups, and definitely challenge for one of the European competitions. We have gone for AS Roma, a very big underdog team, had a very poor season last year. Mourinho was sacked halfway through the season. Daniel De Rossi came in, stabled the ship a little bit. But a team that should, let's be honest, in fairness, be up there, at the top of the league with Inter Milan, and AC Milan, and Napoli. Mind you, that Napoli had a poor season. The last time they won the league was 23 years ago. The last time they won the Coppa Italia was in 2008. 16 years ago. Wow. With superb training facilities and superb youth facilities and excellent youth recruitment. This is an ideal team to start with. Now, as you can see on the right side, we do have no transfer budget. Didn't think of that, but luckily for me, I have disabled the first transfer window anyway. So no one is coming in or out. So the first season is going to be tough. It's all going to be about the tactic. It's going to be one hell of a tactic to win something like this. And let's be honest, the board are quite ambitious with, at the end of the season, they want us to be challenging for the Europa League, qualify for the Champions League, challenge for the Coppa Italia, and win a domestic cup. Anything else you want me to do this season with no money? And to be honest, with the players that we have got, it is definitely doable. Our best player, ability-wise, according to our scouts, is Romelu Lukaku, who is on loan from Chelsea. So he's only here for a season. 18 finishing, penalty taking 20. I've seen him miss a few. Teamwork 17. 30 years old now, Lukaku. It seems like he's been around for longer. Then we've got Lorenzo Pellegrini as a midfielder. Decent amount. Technique's good, vision is good, flair is good. 15 and 14 all round. Gianluca Mancini next with a defender. I'm assuming that is Mancini's actual son. But heading, tackling, teamwork. Oh, what a defender. This is our main central defender. Brian Cristante, 28 Italian. Again, mentals are unbelievable. Same. Technicals are good as well. Long shots passing. Another central midfielder. Strong central midfield. And then we got Chris Smalling, 33 years old. Currently injured. I think he's out for the season as well. It's 7 to 8 months. He's going to miss most of the season. But a solid centre back. And of course, physically, that's going to go down. Dybala, he's still there. 29 years old. See, I'm just looking and thinking what sort of tactic we can use for this team that's going to be competitive in all competitions. Rui Patricio is going to be our main goalkeeper, I do believe. We do have a decent backup goalkeeper in Mar Silva, 23-year-old from Benfica, Serbian. He's going to be a good goalkeeper in the future. Whether we're going to be here long enough for that, it's down to me, really. But Rui Patricio is going to be our main goalkeeper. Potentially, this squad has got a lot going on. But also, looking at it, potentially they have a lot of loan players. And with no transfer budget or wage budget available this season, this could be one of the most difficult starts I could think of. Didn't look into financials when I thought Roma. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's going to be difficult. So after taking some time to think about it, and proper think about it, my brain was hurting. The missus said even smoke's coming out your ears. We have gone for this formation. The 4-2-2. We have a sweeper keeper on defence. Both fullbacks on attack. We have 2 ball-playing defenders in defend, 2 DMs on support. We have an inside forward on support and an inside forward on attack. We have a complete forward on support and an advanced forward on attack with a balanced mentality. And if I go to my best 11, there is a couple players that are injured that should be in there. Tammy Abraham. I forgot Tammy was even there. Tammy Abraham, 25-year-old. Obviously bought from Chelsea, had a good couple of seasons. He is out for a very, very long time. Whole season. Practically a whole season out injured. With a cruciate ligament. Massive miss. So if he doesn't play, obviously he's not going to play. So our next best player would be Bandanzi, who 20 years old. He's young. He can improve as well. First touch and long shots, dribbling, finishing. Decent. You can do a job definitely at that, but he's not an out-and-out striker. If anything, I would like to put Dybala out there, because Dybala is more of a out-and-out striker, which I might lock Dybala in. Put Sanchez on the right, not too bad. Angelino as well, another lone player. We've got loads and loads of lone players, but it's a squad game, and these boys have got to come together. I think Lukaku and Dybala up front, that is going to be lethal. Schedule-wise, we start off against AC Milan, and then we face Inter Milan in the next game. Tough running at the start of the season, and even at the end of the season. Our last game is against Juventus at home. Hopefully by then we'll be champions of the league, we hope. But we are in Europa League, which is ideal, which means one trophy we could win, possibly. If we can get a couple of cups, that'll be ideal. Get a couple of trophies out of the way first season, and then we'll worry about what we're going to do next season at the end of the season. Shall we simulate our first season as Roma manager with no money, no transfers? We started the season off well with a 2-1 win over AC Milan before becoming crashing back down to earth and losing 1-0 to Inter Milan. It was a tough start to August. September was tough as well with a defeat to Napoli and a 0-0 against Salernitana. Europa League started, and we were given a very comfortable group with West Ham, Freiburg and Maccabi Haifa. The first game was at the West Ham Stadium, where we came away with a 3-2 victory, which kickstarts our Europa League campaign. In October, we remain unbeaten, beat Udinese 6-1, and Verona 6-1, Lazio 5-2. And also back-to-back wins in Europa League with a 3-0 win against Freiburg and a 4-0 win against Maccabi Haifa. That's 3 wins on the trot in the league, giving us 9 points, pretty much guaranteed to qualify from the group stage. Into December, and we started off a little bit ropey, picking up a 0-0 draw against Fiorentina. And we also finished the group stage of Europa League, losing 3-1 to Freiburg, but at that point we've already qualified, winning 4 games from 6. And then we suffered our first defeat in a while in the league, losing 3-1 to Atalanta. First time we've lost in the league since losing in matchday 4 when we lost to Napoli in September. And in January we started off the new year with a 2-0 convincing win over Juventus. A 3-1 win over AC Milan. Rescued a point against Inter Milan in the mighty 3rd minute. Our Coppa Italia campaign started with a 3-1 win over Parma in the 3rd round, and then smashing Calgary 6-2 in the quarter-finals. The Europa League round of 16 came in March when we faced Galatasaray, and welcome to hell we did, and we walked out with a 3-1 win, setting up the second leg perfectly, where a 2-0 win was enough to send us through 5-1 and aggregate into the quarter-finals of the Europa League. April kicked off with a 3-1 win over AC Milan in the Coppa Italia semi-final first leg. And in the second leg, we held on to win 4-3 at home, sending us through to our first Coppa Italia final against Atalanta. So we're into our first major trophy as a manager in the Coppa Italia. But in the league, we are absolutely running away with it. 2-0 win against Monza, a 3-1 win against Fiorentina, and a 3-0 win against Empoli. In European action, we lost 1-0 in the first leg of the quarter-finals to Sporting Lisbon. 1-0. Before the second leg, absolutely smashing them. 5-0 to set up a all-Italian semi-final against Atalanta. But that is as far as we got. In the first leg of the Europa League semi-final, Atalanta walked away with a 1-0 win. And in the second leg, we couldn't overturn the 1-0 defeat and lost again 1-0, even though we absolutely battered them for 90 minutes. Lukaku missing a penalty, but Atalanta going through, winning 2-0 on aggregate, and that is our Europa League dreams over for this season. And in the space of 2 weeks, we played Atalanta a total of 4 times. And the final time that we had to play them was in the Coppa Italia final, where justice was served. Running out 3-1 winners as we finally lift our first piece of silverware in this Glory Hunter save. And in the final game of the season, knowing 3 points would be enough to win us the Serie, we faced a Juventus. A Juventus managed by David Moyes. Yes, David bloody Moyes. It didn't matter. We run out 4-0 winners, and we pick up our second piece of silverware as the Roma manager, and we are the Serie champions. End of season 1, and would you Adam and Eve it, we finished top of the Serie on 93 points, 29 wins, 6 draws, 3 defeats, and a goal difference of 68. Milan in second place on 85 points, then come Fiorentina and Atalanta. Bologna, Inter, Lazio, Juventus, Napoli have had a poor season. Juventus now have got David Moyes as manager. How that's happened, I do not know. Top of the scoring charts is Giroud on 25. Lukaku's on 23, same as Dybala's on 21 as well. Top 3. 2 of our players are in there. Competitions-wise, I said we went out in the semi-finals of the Europa League against Atalanta, losing 2-0 on aggregate. Liverpool win the Europa League in the end 3-0 against them. But we do pick up another piece of silverware. The Coppa Italia, winning against Atalanta 3-1 in the final. Not an easy route to the final, not really. We had Milan, who we won 7-4 on aggregate in the semis. Quarters, we had to beat Calgary 6-2. Okay, a bit easier. Some of the big boys have gone out. Juventus knocked it out into there on penalties. Third round, where we entered, we had Parma. Still not a very easy team, but it's still a trophy in the bag. So that's 2 out of the 23 that we need to win. Lukaku finishing off top of the table with 32 goals in 40 appearances. Then comes Dybala, 29 goals in 49 appearances. Sanchez, another player on loan, 12 goals, 12 assists in 43. Cristante, 11 goals, 6 assists in 47 games. Azmoun, done well, 12 starts, 25 from the bench, 10 goals, 1 assist. Tammy Abrahams, come back from injury, get himself 9 goals in 15 starts. Not bad at all, but it's a team full of loanies. Players that are not going to be here next season and will need replacing. And the transfer budget we got is 653,000. For a team who just won the Serie and the Coppa Italia, that's what you're going to give me? With a 55% transfer revenue. Have I got any interest in my players at all? And Ndicka's wanted. He's rated 54 million for Newcastle and Atletico. And yours, and he's rated 6 million, not much money there. Both. Milan Fiorentina is about 15 million. Tammy is wanted at 40 million. It's a whole new rebuild, to be honest. Dybala, he's wanted by Manchester United and Milan. He's rated at 60 million. With a 55% transfer revenue, I'm not going to make a lot of money. Job vacancies, what's going around? There is not a lot on at the moment. We are into June. We do have the Euros around the corner. So what we're going to do, we're going to give it a month. We're going to let the Euros play and see what happens. Italy is done. We're done with Italy. Even though I've got Champions League football next year with Roma, this is a big squad rebuild. And with not a lot of money, it's going to be hard to rebuild the squad to be competitive again in the league and also in the Champions League. Thank you very much. If you have enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. If you're new around here, want to see more of my FM24 content. As you can see from the start of the video to this one, I've got a bit of a different background. I've moved the camera into the middle. Instead of being on the side, I'm in the middle. But looking better, I've got to sort out what's in behind my cameras. Comment down below what I should put in behind. But until next time, thank you very much for watching Glory Hunter Season 2 coming soon. Doodles.